Hey, you beautiful souls. Let us begin with 12th week of Unified, that is experiencing love flow. God is love. God created the entire creation in his image. Everything is love. Love is the single ingredient of everyone and everything. Love is the bottom line. We can trace matter to the atom, then subatomic particles, then various forms of energy, then to love, which makes up everything. Love is what Einstein called the unified field. Unified. What a perfect, expressive term for love. It unifies everything. If everything is made up of the same thing, and that same thing is really just one thing, then it easily follows that everything in creation is actually just one thing. We are all of one love. We are one love. Love unifies all of us. We feel that link in our heart. That is what you've been developing. The conscious awareness that love is what you really are. Love is your link to God's thought and all his qualities. There is really nothing else. Everything is just an expression of love. This course is not to teach you to melt into oblivion. You won't just discover you are part of a vast, undifferentiated sea of love. Each aspect of this one creation is a unique and individual manifestation of love. As actually, as accurately, we can say that you are a unique expression of God. You are indeed an individual. You are unique, and you always will be unique. At the same time, you are also unified with all of creation. Your role in life is also unique. You look unique. You radiate unique vibrations that are your trademark. You reflect God, but you reflect Him as a unique reflector. Nothing else in creation is like you, yet everything is unified with you. If you are unique, so is everyone else. Your brothers and sisters have unique thoughts, unique roles, unique vibrations, unique drives and desires. They look unique, their responses are unique, yet underneath all that uniqueness is love, the same love that underlies you. The one and only true connection we all have is unique love. That is enough, for that is everything there is in creation. It is this love connection that we have been building these last couple of months. We all experience love in many ways, and they are all legitimate experiences. Sex is certainly an experience of our unity with another person. The mother caring for her child is an experience of love. Your fondness for a grandparent is another type of love. The feeling of compassion for someone caught up in a seeming tragedy is love. Your feelings of joy at someone's success is love. Throughout the days this week, Become aware of the many feelings you experience from your heart that are expressions of love. Note that not all your experiences of love are with other people. After all, we are connected to everything by love. So we do experience that love with everything. The feelings you get when you look up to a clear sky of stars are feelings of love. The feeling you have when your dog greets you is clearly an exchange of love. Animals and plants respond to your feelings of love. Be aware now of all those wonderful and varied expressions of love in your life. We can have a different feeling of love every moment of the day. It is not a static, unchanging feeling for us. Each moment brings a new set of experiences with different people, new environments, new plants, and new animals. With everyone and everything, we can experience our connecting love. We can acknowledge that we are unified by simply feeling the love. Today, write out a creating formula for experiencing the various forms of love in your life. In your quiet period today, ask your higher self to give you the most perfect words for your claim and acceptance section. When you think you have the most perfect sentence, speak it out and ask your higher self if that is the most perfect claim for your creating formula. Wait for a yes or no signal. If you get a no signal, ask again for the perfect words and repeat. As with all creating formulas, you will need to ask your higher self for the thoughts you have that interfere with this experience. The list you prepared several weeks ago about such thoughts might be helpful for you now. Incorporate that input into the thoughts section of the formula. Just as you did last week, become very familiar with this creating formula. After a couple of days, you should be able to think or quietly say it without the paper. Each day this week, recite the creating formula with understanding, conviction, meaning, and of course, love. When you feel very comfortable with this week's creating formula, you may do another for a perfect and unconditional love expression with a specific person. Be cautious here, however. Do not attempt to interfere with another person's free will. You can't. It will lead only to frustration for you. So don't do a creating formula now or ever for someone to marry you, make sexual love to you, move in with you, etc. Your claim is for a perfect and unconditional love expression with that person. So be open as to how that perfect love expression can manifest. Then sit back and enjoy the feeling of love it brings you. This whole week is to feel the oneness with everything. When we feel that oneness, we are bound to feel an aspect of love. It is impossible not to feel it, just as it is impossible not to get wet when you put your head in the water. You must feel love when you are unified. These creating formulas bring new and renewed feelings of love. Simply enjoy them. That is God's intention. During your quiet periods this week, receive any knowledge that is appropriate from your higher self about love. Speak out what comes to you. Periodically ask, have I spoken out the knowledge correctly? Wait for your yes or no signal. If no, find out what correction needs to be made. Using your yes and no to check your communication is very important. It develops confidence in your communication and it gives you more practice on the yes and the no signals. This week, your regular practice of sending love to everyone and everything as it occurs to you will be especially joyful. Know and feel your heart connection as you send your infinite supply of love to the world. So, this is the end of the 12th week. We are going to go into the quiet period and do the creating formula and check from the higher self whether it is saying a yes or a no. So, that's all for today. We'll meet again next week with the next section. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.